What is going on, guys? It is Ethan J coming to you guys live from this video. I hope everything is good for you guys on the inside of the world. So today's title is a pretty clickbaity title, but I wanted to kind of get into a really powerful topic, talking to you guys about the times that we're living in today and speak to a lot of young men out there. So, guys, I'm 29 years old this year. I've seen a good amount of life and I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. And one thing I can tell you guys for sure is that I take full accountability for every single mistake that I've ever made, and I'm the reason why I'm not at the level of success that I want to be. With that being said, there are a lot of mistakes that I could have prevented from happening, and there's a lot of mindsets and mindset shifts that I could have utilized and acted on more intelligently in consideration of to better put myself for a position in the future. And I'm going to go over these quick things because I think that these areas of focus are going to help men in any age, whether you're 16, 18, 14, 22, 24, 26, 28, anything in between, 30, even in your 40s, be able to replicate in your 30s as well to be able to use this information and to push you forward. Now, I'm speaking in a softer tone because I got family in the house, but I want to talk to you guys a little bit about purpose, progress, and facing hardships. Guys, this life has taught me one thing, that life is not all about celebration. Life is not all about celebration. This life is difficult. If you're a dude, you'll know this, that training, going to the gym, building your business, building your finances, working on your education, learning a new acumen, a skill set, failing, it's difficult. And I don't want to pretend to you that it's easy. There isn't a course, a membership, a program, my training, something that could benefit you in some sort of way that could really get you to the new level sometimes. Sometimes it just takes failing, repeating, failing, and repeating, and failing again. I want to share with you guys one example of this. I've been obsessed with transforming my physique, my strength, and my body for years. I am constantly at a plateau these past couple of years because A, I'm not disciplined enough, I'm not training hard enough, and I'm not doing what it takes and scientifically, consistently training in a way that is creating the body that I want. And this is my own fault. And we as humans do this many times in our own lives, where we want a very grand milestone. We think of ourselves so highly, but we're not doing the work that is required for us to become successful. However, this should never deter you to deny your character, to do something illegal or wrong to become or to get some sort of way met, right? Or to get your needs met. We as humans, we have needs. These fundamental needs get met through many things, through relationships, through friendships, through food and water, right? These needs are what we require to function, right? Success in our work, fulfillment in our careers. But the reality is to attain these things, you need to put in a lot of work. And this is something that I ran away from for many years, and now a lot of people in their own lives run away from for many years. Through escapism, through YouTube, Netflix, whatever, right? And sometimes the best advice that somebody could give you is just zip it and work, right? Austin Dunham just says pull up or shut up, right? And Cam Newport calls it deep work. David Goggins calls it never finished. Everyone has a certain type of way of basically saying buckle down and get to it, right? Jesus calls it keeps my commandments, right? Be in the grind, in the millstone, right? And I've always had this thing with my YouTube where I'll start making videos and then I'll stop periodically, and I've decided that I'm going to stop for a significant amount of time just because of this. This year, I'm just going to dedicate just a year of consistently doing cardio, calisthenics, and weight training this year with a protein intake and just being consistent. I'm not at the level right now where I want to really start to teach just yet. I want to spend another 1 to 3 years just honing in on my body. And on my third, maybe fourth year of training, I'm going to step up and I'm going to start to retake this YouTube channel and bring it to the next level that I know it's capable of. But in order for me to do that, I'm going to have to work on my own hard gainer genetics and actually break down genetic limitations, physical limitations. As you guys can tell, I'm still battling my tightness in my upper left trap, right? A little bit of stiffness, that just mobilizing my traps, mobilizing my spine, fixing my posture. But not just that, even with my hips, I were to stand, you guys will see that I'm a little imbalanced, and finding a way to fine tune that and becoming the best athlete and most aesthetic bodybuilder that I can be, and not just bodybuilder, but basketball player, calisthenics athlete, and just all around athlete. It's going to take me time to be disciplined, and this might correlate to you in your own life, right? I want you to think about whatever you're doing in your career or your life where you feel like God has called you to this thing, but there's so much work in front of you that you're denying, that you're not doing. This also means humility, guys. This means that you're not going to get praised for a lot of the work that you do. I want to tackle this with another topic. No matter how much you fail in your life, you have to live your life in honor, as much honor as you can live. And what does that mean? This means not bragging about things that you haven't accomplished. And I've done this in my own life. Instead of bragging about something that you've done, instead just be humble and be honest with people and tell people the truth. I've been missing workouts. I haven't been as consistent as I should be as a trainer, right? I'm not educated enough as a trainer. I'm not transforming people's lives the way I should be as a trainer, right? This is my fault, right? As you can tell, I'm putting on a little bit of mass right now on this bulk, right? So I'm not the best right now that I can be, right? And this is my fault, right? It's not anybody's fault. I take accountability for that. But I want to correlate this to the story of a very prominent case here in America, or North America at the least, and I'm gonna have to pull up the name just because I don't want to butcher the name, and it's rather sad, I'll be honest. What's her name? Let's see here. It's a very tragic story of a young woman who sorry guys, I'm just searching it up right now for you guys, and of course I got no signal. Okay, so while that's loading, there's a case that Trump has passed, or a law that he's passed, that basically talks about a very sad story of a young female, a young woman, prominent woman who's starting to be a nurse, in the States, and she was attacked and beaten and brutally, killed, right? And I'm assuming the R word, right? And the thing that I just want to mention right now in this video is, guys, we as men, we have a higher calling, right? There's a lot of men right now that are in this world who are killing and raping kids, killing and raping women, attacking people that are less fortunate. I come from a family of only women. I'm the only man. So my mother, my sister, they mean the world to me. If something were to happen to them, I'd be devastated. And it's my job as a man to step up. So for us men that are out there, if you're not having that desire to train, or you're a little bit behind, remember what your why is, right? Remember why you do what you do. Remember who you are. And that should drive you every single day, even when the paycheck is not making that much sense. It should drive you to want to educate you more. It should drive you to want to find out more opportunities. You should tell people the truth, that you are the breadwinner. You want to provide for your family. And when I tell people, dude, I'm really trying to train hard because I want to protect my loved ones. I never want to see my sister or my mother in a situation where I can't protect them. I want to be able to take on 4 or 5 people in order to protect them. And that's why I train every single day, because I love them enough to protect them. And that should be your why. But find out what your why is for you, right? You might be different. It might be something else, right? It might not just be what my why is. My why is personal and very dear to me, right? No matter how tough it is during your process to attain your why, never rob, steal, or cheat, or take from anybody. Honor is the most powerful thing in the world for you to have. It is the courage that you need when nothing is making sense. It is the badge of truth that you carry when nothing else is working. It is the hope and the will and the credo you have to stand by when nothing is making sense, when everybody claims that you're a failure and you're useless and you have no purpose and you're an idiot and you have no value. You stick to that purpose, you stick to your grind, you be humble, you eat your beans and your rice, whatever your thing is, and you just build your kingdom. And one day, as you help millions of people, your name will get called and you will be able to be the hero that you need to be and you can be. But until then, you have to be humble in the process. So I know I kind of went on a rant here. You know, you guys know me, ADHD Ethan, right? I'm always going on a rant, but I come from a good place. And what I'm talking about is traditional values, men stepping up, right? Listen, you got this thing in your pants, and you know you got to use it wisely, right? Pornography is not going to help you. Chasing chicks in the gym is not going to help you. You know what's going to help you? Physically putting yourself through discipline and praying to God. This is a God-based training channel. Everything I do is for God. One day you guys might see me on a massive stage one day talking to millions, and it won't be because of me, it'll be because of God. All praise to Him who is on the throne. I'm just a tool. I'm just a messenger. You know, I'm part of the puzzle. I'm not the whole puzzle at all. But guys, in the process of becoming men, as you're eating dirt, struggling, taking abuse, taking beatings, keep building. All those hours in the gym, all those hours building your craft, all those days where no one knows who you are, keep building. One day your name will be heard. And on that note, guys, this year has been an incredible year. I want to thank every 700 plus subscribers that have made this channel possible. I'm going to continue to post short videos, but I'm hoping that this is going to be my last long video. This last long video for the rest of the year is going to highlight one very important thing. Two that I can think of off the top of my head, sorry. First, in poverty, in suffering, in struggle, and in all issues in your life, whether you're a hard gainer in the gym, whether you have health problems you're desperately trying to fix and you're trying to find an answer for, whether you're trying to put on muscle mass and you're struggling to do it because you're very skinny right now, maybe you're just being rejected in the gym, you're being hated by everybody, maybe jobs are not calling you. There's times when you have to shut the world off so that you can focus on becoming a better version of yourself. And that's emphasis number one. Emphasis number two is, men, we have to live a life of honor. I don't care how many mistakes you've made. I've made many mistakes in my past as well too, but the truth is that your financial mistakes, all the mistakes that you made in relationships, all the mistakes that you made in your life, those are your fault. Taking accountability is the first thing. I take accountability for all the mistakes that I made in my life. The second thing is you have to do the work so that you can put yourself ahead. And this means being a little different than most people. Yeah, okay, you're putting your shoes on and you're putting your jacket on, you're putting your suit on at a later age, but at the end of the day, at least you're putting it on. At least you're tying your shoes up. At least you're throwing out the trash. Do the hard things, right? Jordan Peterson says, make your bed. Make your bed, right? David Goggins says, go to town, right? Go to work, go for the run, right? So my whole thing of what I'm saying here is put in the work. Put in the work and put it in work silently, because you're not going to get praised for it, but the future version of you is going to appreciate all that sacrifice that you had to make. And with that note, every great accomplishment takes time, and that's what I'm going to dedicate my time to. I'm going to be training harder than I've ever trained before in the year, and I'm going to do it silently without posting all of my videos, because truth be told, I don't have a physique yet, or I don't have the expertise yet, or the experience yet to be teaching millions of people just yet. I will in the next 2 to 5 years, but right now I'm not there yet. So I need to humble myself and say, you know what, as much as I can continue to make these videos, I'm not going to. But you guys give me 2 to 5 years, and I'm going to be the exact trainer and athlete that you're going to be. And I'm going to show you how I transformed my hard gainer genetics and changed my rigid posture, very stiff mobility, and even if you guys look, just that aspect of my right side being more dominant than my left, right? Just from years of inactive use. I'm going to show you exactly what I did to change my reality by the grace of God and through diligent hard work. So whatever your thing is, go to town and put in that deep work. Whether it's fitness, finances, love, relationships, and may it be a blessing to someone else out there. I don't care what your genetics are, it's all about your mindset and having your faith in God. And the last thing I say before I leave this video, keep God's commandments. This means serving God. This means not stealing, not robbing, not murdering, not cheating, not doing anything wrong to anybody. Working with your own hands to make your own money, and thanking God for every blessing that you get. I use this philosophy in my own life, and it's changed my own life, and I'm giving it to you guys now because I believe in these things. With that being said, this video is going to be my manifesto for 2025. I really hope that this video touches one young man to really hear these words and say, you know what, it's time I buckled in this year, and I made 2025 this year the best year of my life. And that means going ghost, going silent, doing what is right, even when it's the hardest thing to do, studying hard, even when it's impossible, training, even when you're not seeing the results, and trusting God, even when it seems like God is not working. And above all else, no matter how knee you are, if you know what I'm saying, no matter how unsatisfied you are, remember, you have to respect all women as men respect all women. Treat them with class, treat them like the princess they are, treat all God's children and all races with respect. Please stop killing, murdering, stealing, and robbing. And you and I will make continuous mistakes in our lives, to other people, to ourselves, and we have racial thoughts, and that's normal, but acting on them is different, right? Treat all people with respect. And this powerful thing, this phrase is, treat the way you want people to treat you, right? And that's super, super important, guys, in every aspect of your life. With that being said, this is the manifesto for 2025. Be blessed, be strong, be encouraged, do things for justice, do things for honor, do things for righteousness. Find your why and defend your why until the day that you die. And maybe one day you'll be recognized for being somebody that upheld strong values in a world that is letting them decay. Never give up. And for anyone out there that's below 6 feet, who has been an underdog your entire life, never give up your fight. You might have the worst genetics. I'm 5'6", 5'7". I've struggled with body dysmorphia, body issues my entire life. I've been struggling and battling with it for years. Never give up your fight. One day when I find the content, make the programs, do all of the training videos that I want to do to showcase you how I transform my results, transform my legs to tree trunks, got my 50-inch vertical jump, showcase my 3, 4, 5 bench squat, deadlift at 4 or 5 plates, all the things that I want to do, the muscle ups, the front levers, the planches, all of that stuff, the handstands, I'm going to showcase to you that you can do it as well too, right? So go to town on your potential. With that being said, Ethan J signing out. This is the Manifesto for 2025. Praise Jesus Christ. He's King of all kings. Put your salvation and your trust in God. Go to town on your purpose and believe in your purpose even when no one else believes in it. Do it for the right reasons. Be blessed.